Hello, how are you guys? So I thought I'd do a little tutorial on this extra credit assignment. You hear my son. Hey, you guys got to be quiet over there. Shh. So I can do this. But anyways, this is an extra credit assignment. One of the standards for health is knowing about local resources when it comes to personal health care, understanding insurance, understanding how to ask your doctor different questions about prescriptions. If we were doing this in a normal classroom, there wouldn't be that noise. Ty, go outside for a minute. Be quiet, okay? And then you could ask me questions about the prescription and whatnot. But as the situation is, you're gonna have to search up a lot of the information. So again, you click on the Google Doc right here, make a copy, understanding that these are all pretend illnesses, they're not actual illnesses. In class, we would have had a different variety of illnesses, but here, just to make it a little bit easier, we have it right here that you're pretending that you have type 2 diabetes. So you have to find three symptoms. You're going to have to search it up on the internet. And then you're going to have to find, and then you're going to have to find a real life local family doctor that you could possibly go to in real life. So you're going to search that up and find that. And instead of looking through your own personal insurance, and we don't want that information from you, that's personal. We've gave you some pretend insurance. We're pretending that you have a pretty good job and you have pretty good insurance. So there's the information on it. So yes, you're going to have to do a little bit of math. You're just going to have to take this information, and this would have been on a pretend insurance card in class, but I just put it as part of the assignment. I know that this is kind of a little bit of copy and paste here, but we want you to understand the costs and what they mean, right? Especially about deductibles and co-pays and things like that. Some of you already know a lot about this, right? This is, and then at school we would pretend that I was a doctor. You'd come to me and I'd say, "Hey, here's your prescription." Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, and then we would have a prescription, which is this right here, Exenatide. Right? You can see what I have been dealing with, right? Being at home. But this is an actual prescription, though, for type 2 diabetes. I'm not saying that you need to be prescribed this. Again, these are all pretend illnesses. But this is one of the actual costs of it. I looked it up. The side effect, all medications have side effects, and this is a side effect that I made up on it, okay? You're going to have to take that into consideration, that it can drive, you can't drive because it's going to make you drowsy, right? And so then here's some prescriptions. You would ask your doctor these questions, right? You're gonna have to do a little bit of math. You're gonna find out, hey, I have to pay $191 a month for this prescription, and then you see, oh, what percent is my insurance gonna actually pay for, right? And so you're gonna have to kind of scroll up and look. It looks like I pay 20% for it. And so my insurance is going to pay 80% for this prescription, right? So you have to find out what 80% is of 191 and put it here in this area right here, right? And then you're going to have to figure out how much is it for me to be sick, right? How much does it cost me a month to have diabetes? What is my monthly insurance cost, right? Um, this is, well, I guess my cost, how much am I paying for my prescription, plus my how much I pay for insurance. That's how much I actually am paying to be sick, right? Why am I taking this prescription? These are important things to understand. What does this prescription do to me, right? So that's what you're going to search up is you're going to search up what does Exenatide do to me, right? How is this helping my type 2 diabetes? And then you pretend like I have to take this into my daily life. And so you would look and say, hey, I can't take this because it's going to make me drowsy. So you're going to have to kind of think of some adjustments that I'm going to have to make to do this, the side effects. If it's going to make me drowsy, that might affect my schoolwork. That might affect my relationships. That might affect other things, right? And then search up, what should I do if the side effect happens? Search up. Where did you get information about this prescription? Remember, Wikipedia probably isn't the best. What disease do you have? You're going to fill that in, type 2 diabetes. Maybe, I should fill that in for you. Overview, kind of, symptoms, causes of type 2 diabetes, risk factors, complication prevention. And then we pretend, you know what, you didn't really take care of your type 2 diabetes, and so you had to go to the hospital. And so now you got to figure out how much is it for me to go to the hospital, right? We're pretending that, your hospital stay, nurses, doctors, and everything, and the hospital medication was $19,000, right? And so what is your total deductible? So you're going to have to go back up to your insurance and figure out, how much do I have to pay for a hospital visit? Oh, look, $5,000, right? So you're going to have to come back down here and look at, hey, yeah, that's right, and then subtract it. Then what percentage do you owe after your deductible is met? Well, I paid $5,000, and so after I pay $5,000, which I have to pay no matter what, right, and that usually renews itself every year, how much do you still owe after deductible and insurance? And then you add those two up, and that's how much it costs you to go to the hospital, right? And then you pretend that after you left the hospital, you need more specialized treatment. They're like, hey, you went to the hospital because you have type 2 diabetes. You probably should go to someone that knows a lot about type 2 diabetes. So I want you to search up on the internet, where is a good doctor that specializes in diabetes, right? And then this is kind of a sum up of this, of some reflection questions about that. And you hear my 3-year-old screaming because someone is taking his Nerf gun, right? Drives me crazy, right? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry if it's kind of quick, but there you go. If you have any questions, please email me. If you need to, you can always do a Google Meet through that app or whatnot using my school email. It's on my phone. I try to respond to my emails as quickly as possible. Hopefully you have a great day. Bye.